Hello, hello, Imaginary Villain here, and it's once again time to get down to some game dev. Looks like someone beat me here, and then Moss one beat me here, but then left already. I did start 20 minutes late today. That's because I kind of fell asleep. It's like took a nap in the middle of between work and stream time there. Unfortunately, with both work and streaming and the times that they're at, the only way I can even do it is if I've broken my sleeping schedule into 2 different sleeping periods. Because there's not an 8-hour window in between. It's terrible. But I like streaming, so, you know. I like streaming people watch, too, so. I like it when people watch. Ooh, my. Yeah. So, let's, oh, I clicked that. Started on ending. Yes. Pro streamer there, buddy. Pro streamer. I didn't even bother to put it in studio mode, so you can see me flip through the various screens. Nice, I got lots of them. Fun, fun. Alright, well, this stream started by ending. We're working in backwards time now. It's pretty much like Merlin, you know, I am the wizard of RPG lot? I don't know. RM lot? It's not really a Kama lot equivalent of RPGMaker. Huh. Anyway. Oh, we're just kind of rocking out here. Oh, yeah. It's working. It's working. It's not bad. Some of these weird music tracks, anything that sounded even remotely good, I just tossed it and then said, okay, we'll listen to it on stream and see if it sounds better. Many of them, I'm like, these are never going to get into my actual Poppet Quest, but I might as well get some value out of them with streaming. Alright, so I need my notes. So I've come to the conclusion I'm going to redo how I do the intro story, because originally I was going to have Poppet have already been there a while, but then I ended up making a bunch of scenes for an intro thing, and I found that it'd make more sense if it was actually just like her first night there. So she might be forgetting who she is as the course of the story as opposed to the other, where she is trying to remember. It might have be a danger where if she doesn't make it to, you know, where her curse goes, and then, you know, where her curse is supposed to lead her, then like maybe she'll like die off permanently or something, which might be more interesting. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Today I need to do way more of these. I have to kill off a boss and see if the bar is removed. I did that. Basically, I'm gonna go through and fix a lot of these errors, and then I'm probably gonna do sound effects. I could start off with sound effects, but I think I'm feeling more fixing the code first when I'm a little more on point, because by the end of the evening, playing with sounds, I could do dead tired. But any kind of coding and solving problems gets harder and harder the longer the night goes. That's kind of the plan of the evening. The other plan is to sweeten this tea, because I made fresh tea for doing this and then went to drink it and discovered I had not sweetened it. And you know, some tea is good, fairly bitter, but this particular tea could use a sweetener or 12. Okay, so we're gonna remove the level up from the options menu, I guess. I just don't think it's going to be in this portion of the game, so status menu choice here. Let's do these here. I'm just going to comment out a bunch of code, or just put skip on for it, and then put a thing that's actually the little bit that I need. Because otherwise, it's just, I mean, I'm going to want the code later for a different version, just not this version. I mean, unless this version's just absolutely garbage, in which case I won't need it at all later, but I suspect it's not going to be the case. I think I just don't have the OK option at all, right? Yeah, maybe I just do this and just remove it entirely. Or is that an else? You know what, we'll just do this, and we'll leave that out for now. So I need to go murder a boss, and then do that. I'll open the menu and see if those two things are fixed. I don't think a lot of these problems are gonna be that hard to fix, though. That's like famous last words. Like I've definitely done a lot of situations where I was like, "Oh, this will be no problem." Spoiler: it was a problem. It was a big problem. Maybe the biggest problem. That's okay. So let's do a quick test here. Oops. Oh, I need to think if it's not unlocked here. I need to do these two. Having both music playing at once is annoying. One at a time. I have this written on here. Let's see. I mean, it's technically right there. Menu text for Tinka's right there, so sure. What you do is, I guess I could have a thing where I could literally still let them alter which button does what. I think I'll do that, so you'll still have the ability to change this. So, menu fixes, changes, menu text for her. Swap buttons, abilities, make buttons only show up if ability is unlocked. That's gonna take a little extra work. That's okay. These are things I was gonna have to do anyway, I imagine. Yeah. Let's go murder the teddy. An awkward laugh there.
I sense danger. Don't even try. Don't even try. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom.
Let's see, disable abilities when dialogue is happening. Okay, so the text it got removed there. I was gonna put a thing for her here, so she's actually got a I think she's standing on, so I think I need to spawn her one higher. Alright, so, well, at least one of these gets removed from the list, because I did fix that, but I never did test it. And then, well, let's do a thing where if the dialogue is active, you can't try to use spells, because hearing her say that over and over and over is really irritating. So let's just take all this here. Well, actually, we just make it conditional. Can be lots of coding. I'll probably turn the sound off for the game thing for a while so I can listen to music, because when we do spell work, when we do sound work, I'm gonna have to have the thing going where I don't have music at all, and that's terrible. It's weird having someone greet me but me not even be here. And it's like the stream's not even running. Oh well. What are the lockdown options here? I already have a bunch of lockdown things here. I should have said okay on that. Would have sped me up by a few seconds, but whatever. Okay, I just have 05, just dialogue. I have like NPC down here, like this is just a mess. I keep thinking I'm going to organize it and I just don't, and now it's at a point where it would be kind of a pain to organize it unless I want to put it in plugins, which is actually why I prefer to put stuff in plugins. It just organizes it way more effectively. But there's certain things that are very difficult to put into plugins, so yeah. I don't need two things here, I just need if dialogue is off. I already did it for block. I did it for attack. I wonder why, well, I guess these are rigged off the numbers. Oh, I see. Well, actually, I guess putting it there does kind of stop all of them from happening, right? I mean, I guess so. Is there any point in having these buttons going that ruins anything? I mean, I don't know. It feels like I should go out of my way to make certain that this is, let them switch spells and abilities during dialogue, I guess? I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt anything. I mean, it shuts it off here. They can't do anything. So that's fine. Seems like it's faster. I think all these need a thing where or if dialogue is off, so they can't just sit in the dialogue in order to heal. Otherwise, you know, a clever person could go, okay, well, I'm hurt. Let me just go ahead and talk to Tinka at her picture as soon as, you know, just whenever, you know. Whenever I just cast this heal, then talk to Tinka, and it'll take away, and yeah. But also, in the same token, I don't want them to be in the middle of dialogue and being hurt either, so I'm gonna do a quick copy paste and put this on each of those two. I could have one event that handles all this, you know? It'd be running the whole time though. Would that make sense? This one it only turns on and runs it, but it would make it where I wouldn't have to recycle code as much. Whatever. Redesigning systems seems silly to me at this point. I want to kick this out the door. I don't want to start fresh. I did do a sound system, but that's because it was irritating to listen to. Oh, I need one for this too. Need it for the positive effects and the negative effects if this is off. The number of disabling switches I have is surprisingly high. think that covers everything, and yeah. Well, isn't this just happy and upbeat? Oh, this weird victory thing. It plays the tiny army thing. Wait, do I even want to use this? The world? I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh yeah, I was doing a really dumb victory thing that I don't think is worth it. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty good there. I should disable the stuff while talking is happening. I'll do a test in that in a second. Let's see. I liked how on story map 1 when Miranda spawns, she's standing on top of a voodoo doll. So it's just 18. So on this map here, I guess I don't technically need this last map because there's not much point to it yet. I haven't added much into it. So let's move her up too. Oh, I know why this didn't work, because I didn't actually put the mass create thingy there. You know, I don't need to have a full command for this. I could just do the other one. It's stupid not to. I'm only spawning it at one location, so... This also at 18, and then 276? Does that work out? And then... Oh, random view wandered in and then left. Fair enough. They watched for 30 whole seconds. I just don't even know what you see in 30 seconds. I mean, it is RPGMaker, so I realize where that could be boring. It's possible I could switch to Unreal Engine. I've been considering it. The other game might be an Unreal Engine purely on the grounds of, I might be interested in just having a bit of variety. Or even divide it up. I do like the idea of having the two main heroines fight each other in each other's games because they don't like the fact that I'm working on the other game, so that'll almost certainly be in there. Make them very catty. I have to move this to map 19. Make that test. And then... I lost where they were at. No. The buttons? No, it's some sort of status menu thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a copy of this and then I'm just gonna remove a bunch of things. That's a giant skip, so oh. And then on this one, this system might not be very good. How am I gonna lock those out though? I don't remember how they had this set in there. Have to do a bit of a refresh on this incredibly complicated system I have made for this. Spell descriptions is the event that runs. What in the world? Wow. Yeah, I need to start putting more notes on these things. This is skipped, so I don't even need it. If it's been skipped this long, I clearly was never using it. Yeah, I really need to go through and comment this thing so much more, but that would take a very long time, and still want to kick this out the door. Just saying. Just saying. This whole projectile movement thing, is this does that even get used? It does indeed, right there. Okay. I guess I set up just in case anything needed to use it, and I'm pretty certain that it is been so designed for that, because I'm very big on making stuff where I can do that with it. And then losing it in this list of way too many events. Oh my god. So I don't know why I even need this, but maybe I was using it on individual events. I have no idea. One of the few times I'm actually using a label. The only label I ever use is end. I figure any moron can figure out where end is. And if they can't, well, first of all, why are they even looking at my code? They can't even figure that out. Like, we need to start with something a little simpler, if that's the case. Yeah. We're no longer tinting the screen on that. I need to go through and just change a bunch of this code, honestly. Look at how much stuff is skipped. Wow, there's just all kinds of stuff I'm not using. And then, pop it slowed as a thing here. Well, oh, there's just all kinds of stuff here. Let me, fix the sound effect, too, while we're at it. Also, these probably have a sound effect. Boss teleports a thing here. Okay, I need to do a bunch of changes here. All these little things I just forgot all about, but I didn't even change the jack stuff either. Oh boy. Well, sound effects were going to happen later, but they can happen partially right now too. Oh, I didn't change hardly any of these. Oh no. Because having my system so that I don't have to hear the same ridiculous noises all the time is pretty good. You know, like where it just makes it that if the player's far enough away, they won't even hear it, won't even play the sound. It just boggles my mind that the system I made is blatantly better than the one that they programmed for this engine. It's just like one extra small amount of code. But there you go. Just clear proof that you can, even just as a random indie, you can do things better than corporations. Well, I think just about every indie and EA proves that, you know. EA making everything garbage. Yeah. I'm not a fan of any of them, except for they do own the Alice Madness Returns game, though. I assume that was an accident that they managed to sneak by them since they haven't made any new ones. Perhaps if you gave her like a random rifle and put it in World War II, they would make more. Yeah, that's it. More. This weekend I might go through off stream and just sit there and clean this project up. But I've already streamed now 6 days this week, so I am most definitely not doing this. Oh, hey Lee, how's it going? You're just in time for me to, or to see me doing, all kinds of bug fixes, basically. I might leave that code there for a second. Going through and fixing all the sound stuff. Because I have, a new sound system. So now I have to put that for everything. Which feels very needle in a haystack. I'm glad you're doing good, Lee. You find any new games to play, or are you still on the same ones? Error if these were ever played. A bunch of these things because they would cause an error if I'd accidentally use that event anywhere in here. So I got rid of that sound file because it was annoying. I'm not sure if I'm going to put sound in there or not. Did I keep these? I don't think I even did. Oh, I forgot to number this here. I make a backup of the game every single day I work on it. Every single day I work on it. I don't think I kept any of those. I just puzzle win. Actually, they should put these in the order of their names so I can find it. I think I'll do these later, and what I'm really going to do is just put a skip on that one. Because that sound effect is not there, and we'll crash the game. But I don't have a sound effect to replace it at the moment. I think I've gone through every single possible event there, so I don't get any random crashes. You know... Oh, got Kirby Returns to Dreamland Deluxe coming to your home? Nice. Haven't played a Kirby game in forever. I would say I'm surprised they're still making them, but I'm not surprised they're still making them. They're probably like 30 or 40 of them by now. I still remember the very first one. I think I just heard this song. I don't think we need to hear it twice. Wow. I guess it's more just a musical thing. It's not even a song. I was testing something here. I wanted to test the dialogue thing and to see where Miranda shows up at on that map. If I fix too many things at once, what'll happen is I'll forget all the things I fixed, and then I won't remember to actually check and see if I did fix them. They'll be ghetto fixed. Turn that up temporarily. Will this music's playing? Yep, she's standing on a thing.
Never. See you later. Are you ready?
Oh, hey, Fearless, how's it going? I guess I can test it here.
I sense danger. Don't even try. I need more energy.
I'm gonna put a restrictor on that. Something else to do today?
Don't even try. Don't even try.
That's kind of an annoying thing. I put it in there because it's funny because it was annoying someone else, but now it kind of annoys me. Trying to get him to try the slow effect on me so I could hear if it was working. Also, add that to my list of things to do.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
He's not locked out of there. I can literally just go during all those. Okay. That does not do what I want at all. Hmm. What in the world was the thing for this? I don't even remember. Set up a while ago is just a generic little thing that if as a way to just end something for the tutorial. It was never going to be anything beyond that. So. I didn't really worry about putting it into the system and making it all nice and cool. I'll think about that, but then there's these here. Let me see. No. No. Oh no, this is right here. Super ghetto. It's right here somewhere. It's right here, a lockdown game. Right here. I should have put them both in the same thing so they'd be on the same page, one below the other, but I just messed it up. That did not happen. Very sad. Oh, looks like they both wandered off. Fair enough. Well, they said boo for a moment. Told me about the game. Be interesting to see if my thumbnail does better because I just put, you know, pop it on there and pop it is, well, reasonably attractive. She does get some clicks, though probably not as much as Tinka does. For some reason, the weird teddy did pretty well. Also, that creepy doll did surprisingly well. That weird thing with like the real human teeth. I don't understand, but for some reason, it did great. Well, we got that going here. I fixed that. There's still a level up option in the menu while I'm at it here. Put a skip on here. For later. Okay, that's huge. Make a new one. Huh. I'm debating on if I even need this at all, or if I just leave it off for the moment. Because once you take away the leveling system and the ability to exit the picture, the only thing she's really telling you is the objective. I guess the objective thing isn't totally worthless. Feels a little worthless, but sure. Yeah, we'll just, I guess, move the objective to up here and... I guess I could have a controls reminder or something. We're not going to let him exit the picture anymore. None of that. Oh, I just... Oh, no. Let me go ahead and discard the changes there. I need to... I'm going to just make a backup of this event before I do anything stupid. Make a backup. Mistakes were about to be made there. I'll go skip on that, but I do want to show choices. I just want to put it above there and then remove a bunch of choices. Just so I can copy and paste the stuff from the other. Yeah, there. Hey, Mathis. Congrats on your exam being over. Hopefully you did well. Hopefully you did really well. Knocking over my own tongue right now. Um, I'm doing decent enough. I started the stream a little late because I managed to catch a nap beforehand, which helps a lot. I have a very broken sleep schedule these days. That's all I gotta say about that. Between work and doing regular, or doing this as well. I, do not have as much free time to sleep as I once did. But I like doing this, so whatever. It is what it is. And I'm just checking the text over on Google Docs, and they're going to copy it right back in. Why should I have to be good at English when Google Docs can be good at English for me? Well, you know, they're not really that bad, Mathis. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, because, you know, I enjoy streaming, and, I mean, it's basically my free time. Granted, the time of day would probably be a little better, but I mean, I've never really had a good schedule anyway. The whole reason it started around this time in the first place is because I was kind of up doing coding until like 6 a.m. anyway, so... Now I'm just still staying awake. Just sometimes I stay awake a little longer than the 6 a.m. Like a couple of times where it was like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm like, why am I still up? Because I would have to be to work at 2 p.m., so... I give myself like 5.5 hours to sleep and still make it to work. Yeah. Not my smartest of choices. Alright, what's this doing here? Oh, that's the Nevermind. I guess I can put the controls in here too, for that matter. Nice spelling of controls there. Controls. Controls? Or controls? I don't know. I can't even say how I was trying to spell it there, but it was awkward. It was real awkward. Well, that's not the right one at all. This one explains the controls. There we go. I literally just put the controls explanation in a common event, so I don't have to worry about it. I could make the objective thing more complicated too. Of course, I need more complicated objectives in the first place. That would probably help. Better work. What else am I working on this thing here? I'm doing this right now. Technically, I'm kind of doing this too. I'm just going to rework the text entirely for that there, so it doesn't really matter, but those are both being worked on. I don't think I'm going to include this. I was trying to figure out how the code would even work for this. Also this. And we go back to map 15. I should make it somewhere and it doesn't spawn on map 15 because there's an extra map, so no need to have her spawn here. Just delete it. Well, actually, there might be a... No, I might conceivably cut the other map purely to have something... to speed it up, but I don't think so. I might just keep it. Gotta check the dialogue. Gotta check menu option thingies in general. So
I sense danger. Fire, fire, fire.
I need to make that less spammy because we're saying fire every time she shoots is kind of annoying actually.
Fire. Don't even try. I need more energy.
Kind of went a little wild on all the sound effects.
Boom, baby.
Hello again, Fearless.
Don't even try.
Yep. Absolutely terrified.
Don't even try.
Where'd the boss go? Come on, boss. You're supposed to show up so I can off you, and then I can test this thing. Come on. There you are.
Boom, baby.
That was caught in the animation there. I forgot to check the menu. Stupid. Actually, I think I just checked outside of combat. Alright. Oh, this needs to be on here. You know, Fearless, now I kind of think that emoji looks like it's eating blue fries. I don't know, it's just one of those things. It's like, now, I'm just feeding it. I know it's supposed to be a talking thing, but that was just my first thought. I was like, it's eating blue fries. Delicious. I don't know why the fries are blue, but fries sound really good right now. Oh, well. Nice, nice. The fact that you're on the thing while in a car is hopefully you're not the one driving. That'd be really awkward. But yeah, you know, see when you get back, you know? I'll be here. Stream's only been going 50 minutes. I usually stream for at least 3 hours, so I'll be here. Let you show up 4 hours from now. Then I may or may not be here, but maybe. I guess I check every single line in the in Google Docs just to make certain I'm not missing something. I guess there doesn't need to be a space in front of it. That's a little bizarre, but Let's try this again, but this time with feeling. Nice. There's still that weird bug where if you try to move it across monitors while it's loading and you do it just slightly too fast, it actually crashes the game. I'm sure I'll get at least one bug report for that for someone who has 2 monitors just like me. No, I can just do it from here. Oh, okay. I definitely did not write the right thing on that. It's just one letter too long. Absolutely ruined. Also, if you do it the way I just did it, it actually removes the text, because of course you can't remember it for that brief moment that it's off there until you hit enter. No. Why would it do that? The rest of it should be perfectly fine. Not too concerned about the rest. We're leaving out the leveling thing like that. Well, that was fast. Welcome back. I mean, yeah. It was pretty epic when you were gone. Like, we did a whole lot. It was pretty much an entire journey, you know. There was 7 of us. We had an epic soundtrack. At least 3 people had hairy feet. There was, you know, some bizarre, weird piece of jewelry that someone wanted to throw somewhere, you know. A guy with a funny, huge beard. I don't even know. More alcohol was consumed than you can possibly imagine, which is probably means that all those people were actually imaginary and fake, and I didn't remember any of it, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, while you were gone, it was a party. You know, you just picked the worst time. You just waited, like, you know, a little bit of extra time. You could have joined that epic journey. Also, blue fry eating monster. Important. Alright, I couldn't use those during that. Those are fine. I gotta make this thing only show up if stuff is unlocked. Oh, there's no easy way of doing that. There's just a way of doing that. It's a victory setup, which we're not even using. All right, so oh well, that's an awkward thing to have in your pocket right now. You know, just in case the blue fry eating monsters show up and everything like that, you need to deal with them. You're good to go. So to fix this bug, I need a list of the switches involved here. I think they're all down at the bottom here. Rewards claimed. Actually, I had it in this menu thing too, for that matter. Oh, it's not a switch at all. It's a variable. Right? Yeah, it's a variable. I think at the start I set them all to empty. That's one battle cry you could yell. Just yell Nintendo and charge in with the gun. I don't know if it'd go over all that well, but it's definitely a battle cry that someone could do. It's a little bizarre. You could at least yell for Mario or something like that, you know. Name your favorite character or something like that and charge in with that. Especially if you're going to go face a zombie horde or something. Oh my gosh, you know. That's an important question you got to ask yourself in life. If you have to charge to your death into a zombie horde, what do you yell? What do you want your last words to be? This one spawns every time, right? 253, I think. Let me double check that. They're probably yell like, I have you all surrounded and outnumbered, give up now, and charging in. Just something incredibly stupid, because no one's going to be around to hear it. You know, you could yell for Twinkies for that matter, too, because it's already been established that Twinkies are, they're going to be there in the apocalypse. So, you know. Of course, they could be what actually causes the apocalypse. I mean, if you ever had a Twinkie, they're kind of disgusting. So, maybe. I need to check something before I do that. Like, this will make a big difference if I guess wrong. So let's not guess wrong. I think block is actually just this event here, 53. So 53 is always going to need to spawn. And 201 will always need to spawn. But none of the others need to spawn. I need that once again, because I need to copy all this information right here. Or check for it for each one. There's not really an easier way to do it that I have currently set up. Oh, not 31. Because at the start I actually made everyone say empty, so... Well, Fearless, when in doubt, I recommend all kinds of cans and bottles. Something that nobody cares if you shoot. As long as no one's holding it. Just random empty cans and bottles somewhere. I guess I should qualify that. I haven't gone shooting in so long. That's because in California bullets are so expensive that I feel bad even pulling the trigger, because it's like, oh look, that's like another $1 I just spent by firing the gun once. Or $2 per shot, or some bullets are like 10 bucks a shot. It's like, Jesus, why would you fire this weapon? That's so expensive. Maybe I'm just really cheap. I mean, that would be accurate. I am pretty cheap. The 25 needs to be there. 26. 27. 8. I'm going to comment these here so I have a better idea here. L2 pick. The spell 1 is always available, so I don't ever need to lock it away. And block is always available, so it's a good idea to do this. So do that, and then we settled on 253 should always spawn. So I actually don't need any of those. Let's just mark that this one is blocked so I don't have to... Remember, I really need to make better note of things. This is just Magic Blast. It's always available. That should work. I mean, you know, you got to take a fry break. It's very important. Blue fry break. You need green eggs and blue fries. This can just be a new meal. It'll be like this rainbow meal where every time you just add in, and then you dip the, you know, blue fries and ketchup too. 3 colors in there. Then you have RGB. Wow, you make every color off that. Okay, in order to test this, I have to disable those things, which would probably help if I actually... It's already open, so I don't know why I didn't just do that, but... Alright, so... delete these later. Yeah, pretty much. We'll do a skip on them right now. I could include hints on where the upgrades are. Actually, she is standing on top of that voodoo doll. Hints on where the upgrades are? Question mark? Let's check the menu right now first. Kind of weird that this appears down there. I kind of hate it. Well, the other option was simply to spawn blank ones. Why is 7 unlocked? That's just default in her event? It might be. It'd be hilarious if I, you know, have to solve all these problems with my cheater thing that exists entirely for the purpose of making this work. Embassy rewards lightning storm. You should switch flip 208. That's all I should have done. So 208. Let me do another one here real quick here too. Well, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Did I mistype something in here? Maybe I did. Oh, I'm just stupid. That's what I did. I forgot to change the number. Oops. The one I was looking for is 30. I even had them all in the right numbers too. I should fix that problem. I don't know if I like the look of the other thing, but for purposes of this right now, I'm not going to include that in there. It's going to get put back in later. Oh, catch you later, Fearless. Thanks for swinging by. Oh, well. We'll try not to have any major adventures while you're gone, though I can't have any promises, you know what I mean? We need sequels. We had a previous group, we threw away some jewelry, but what if we find more jewelry? What if there's a neat sword? What if we have to face a dragon or something, you know? You have to hurry back, otherwise you could miss the adventure. I gotta change this. This is really an irritating message it plays over and over. I actually made this, so let's add that in there. Yeah, well, we'll fix that there, and then I'm gonna play around with a bunch of sound effects. Those sound effects aren't gonna play with themselves. I wish they would. It'd be really nice if it would do all the work for me. Of course, I did find a bunch of sound effects inside my this pack I bought at the Unreal Marketplace, so I exported them from Unreal because I can use them in this engine. And I'm going to be hunting through those today, see what cool things are in there. I even found a voice for Tinka that's not a very great voice, but it gets the job done, I suppose. If the game becomes popular, I'll pay for, you know, voice acting. But since it is a free game, I'm not looking to spend a lot of money on it, you know? It does provide stream content, that is true. It's not like it's completely doing nothing, but... you know, So I need to fix this ghost form thing there, because you can keep clicking it and it's really annoying. So, actually, wait, what triggers ghost form exactly? How did I code this weird thing ages ago? I think Auras and Effects actually handles the ghost form timer. Pop-it abilities exist, but So let's see, ghost form timer is off. Ghost form timer is 45. So we make certain ghost form timer is off. Ghost form is off. Just so we don't have to hear her say, "Don't even try," every time you click the button. Because, oh, God, that is tedious to hear every 5 seconds. It's so getting replaced with something better. Even her making ghost noises, but I haven't found any sound effects for that. So I might use an AI to make some, or I don't know, find some free option. I did find something that does a pretty good female voice, so maybe, I don't know. I didn't find a sound editor. Oh, I knew I forgot something. I need to find actually to you know, clip the sounds up so I can chop up one of the sound effects, because they're like, oh, we're gonna put all our sound effects in one file, so you gotta chop them up. I'm like, of course I did just get all those files off Unreal, so maybe I'll just replace it instead. I don't want to edit files if I can avoid it, not sound files. What else was I gonna do here? There was something else I'm working on here. That should take care of this. Put a tick next to it to end that. This is an interesting problem. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's probably that they're not removing themselves from the projectile array correctly. Hmm. I gotta write messages for this. I gotta rework the Annie so she's not garbage. She's really much easier to beat than the other ones. She's like the third boss, so that should not be how it works. Just had a plan to work on something and I just totally lost it. Huh. Oh, hey C Games, how's it going? Oh, I gotta fix all her sound effects too, for that matter. Let's grab my new sound effect thingy here. I went to all the trouble to make a thing so I could have a ghetto version of sound attenuation. And now I'm going through and fixing every single sound in the game to use it. Oh, she only does the laugh in that one time, huh? Used to do it a whole bunch of times. Fair enough. Alright, Stanley Carly. Nintendo don't? Yeah. Sega's better. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Ah, yes. The 90s were an innocent time. Little did they know that Sega would go out of business at some point. I still remember the Dreamcast, which was hilarious, which was amazing and super fun. Just easily, you could easily pirate stuff on it, so it went out of business. Well, they didn't go out of business over that, but they got rid of the system. I'm still a fan of Jet Set Radio to this day, though Jet Set Radio Future is better, which I don't think they ever put on PC because, you know, Sega sucks like that. Instead of, you know, giving me the game I want, it's like, I want to shovel my money at you. Do it. No. And they're like, they won't do it. I'm like, oh, but I want to give you money. And they're like, no. I'm like, oh. I've never had to struggle so hard to give a corporation my money so far. Oh, like, yeah, before it's like, I'm thinking here. Yeah, like I just want to get the money. I think there's an issue with the music or something, and they can't get rights to it, so rather than put other tracks in there, they just don't release it. Anyway, tangent. Oh. I can't say I've actually played the Yakuza series. Though to be fair, ever since I got into game dev, I don't even play a lot of games anymore. Who even has the time? You spend like, 5 or 6 hours in a day messing with making a game, and it was all the time I wasn't going to spend playing the games. Admittedly, though, it's kind of like the ultimate sandboxing where you can build anything you want. So kind of like game dev more than I like playing the games. Yeah, maybe I'll play the Yakuza series at some point. I mean, add it to the list of things that, yeah, I pretty much see games. Mental recreation, nah. Actually, this is like the 6th stream this week. I still work 40 hours in the week for my regular job, and I have a bunch of work I have to do on the weekend anyway, so I won't be streaming the next 2 days because, well, the other job actually pays money, so I actually have to do that one. This is fun and all, but, you know, at my... I think I've got like 270 hours total channel viewed time at all, and you need 4,000 in a year to even hit monetization, so the old don't quit your day job scenario going on here. I already found all the sound effects, and I had to go through and find every sound effect and change it for that new system, so... Chat GPT for more plugins? No, I have not. I mean, here I'm sitting using RPGMaker, so we're so far behind the times here that this is basically the Stone Age. This is literally about proving a point that you can take the world's weakest engine and make a real game. Oh my god. This is like painting the Empire State Building with a paintbrush. You'll get there eventually. It's just not going to help you get there. Okay, video games on the fly now. Well, I mean, that's pretty much how it's going to go. Like, I always used to think that the first things that machines would replace would be all the physical jobs, but no, they're replacing all these other jobs, so a lot of the game devs are still delusional and think that, you know, in 10 years all the games won't be made by ChatGPT, but yeah, I'm letting a little secret. But how fast this is growing, it's definitely going to be a thing where all games will be made by those. Sure, indies will still try, but you better believe all the big companies are just going to be crapping out games right and left. I deleted the sound effect without actually reading the name. Also, they have, you know, AI VTubers and everything like that too, so pretty soon all the random streamers will be replaced by those too. And yeah, welcome to the future. We'll see if it does, but I think the fact that people can just basically ask it to make a game and then drop that game on the market will just flood the market to the point where people only really never see your games. Like, unless you already are famous enough, maybe you'll have a chance, but otherwise, it's not going to be pretty. It's really not. And see, as an artist, I already know that that whole thing is basically done for. I'm like, well, I might have these art skills, but those are worthless now. Thanks, AI. That's okay. I'm happy to just use that. Oh, yeah, I got up to 5 stream viewers from over there. Highest I've ever had is 6 stream viewers at once. So we're close to that record thing. So it went back down to 4, but you know. And now down to 3. Still. There were plenty of days with 0 viewers when I started, so I streamed for many hours to 0 people. Talking the whole time too, because, you know, as I've told people many times, the best thing about streaming is literally that you can sit here and talk all you want to yourself and you don't look crazy. Everyone just thinks you're talking to viewers, and no. It's the give a crazy person the cell phone thing all over again. Like, they look crazy walking around the streets just talking to themselves, but you give them a cell phone, even if the cell phone doesn't work, they look completely normal. I mean, maybe they'll make a system like that, but you also just underestimate that people could just post links to their games that they've just put anywhere, like on any kind of hosting site. Like, I mean, they'll be like, there's plenty of places where games exist that aren't Steam. And sure, you might at first have higher quality games on Steam, but does Steam even curate their games now, or do they charge you $100 to put your game up? Oh wait, they charge you $100 to put your game up, which they refund you if you actually make enough money on it. So they don't even have any kind of protection right now. It's going to be very Wild West. But I mean, I'm old enough at this point to remember when the internet was something that was used for, like, you know, various message groups and, you know, emails. And that was it. Like, regular people didn't even use it. So, in like a very short time span, we've seen the growth of all these things, you know, from people don't even have the concept of a cell phone, like we're like, you know, it's dial up everything, and to now where we have like AI making art in moments. And I started playing with the AI art thingies, and I was just like, you know, the first thing everyone's going to do is take this and make a bunch of dirty art with it, and that's going to be how it becomes popular. Yep. It's pretty much what people are going to do. That'll be an interesting thing to see, games to see. My biggest concern is we arrive at a point where people have nothing to do. But they have no point. And for a lot of guys, especially, a lot of our identity is often in what we do. The thing, like our hobbies, you know, the achievements we get. But if you took all that away, and it no longer mattered what kind of creative endeavors you did, that'd be really awkward. But there could also be a renaissance of sort where people go, oh, look, you know, these things are so perfect, so the reason why the stuff that humans make is so great is because it's imperfect. But then there's the argument of, can you just have the AI find a way to emulate that style too? Probably can, so I'm not thinking it's going to be so cut and dry. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to see it all happen, but I mean, it's going to shake up society like no other. And, you know, for anyone doing any kind of creative jobs, I really hope you have a regular physical job you can do. Because the AI is going to pretty much supplant all of us in short order. And once it can code its own stuff, oh my god, why would you ever give AI the ability to code its own stuff if they've never seen a Terminator movie in their whole lives? I think my biggest concern is actually that they're going to take all these AI things like that, and in an effort to fight each other over wars, like they're going to sit there and continuously push the technology to a point where it's at a point of no return. I'm not really worried about corporations doing that. I mean, I guess they could, but you look at the state of all these countries at war and everything like that, or basically it's pseudo war, and you know that they're in the background not telling you about all the things they've been doing. I mean, 100%. The working theory, at least I used to tell us, like the US military, it's like, okay, if they're willing to admit they have something, how much better is the stuff they're not willing to admit they have? They're not going to tell you about the best stuff. There's no way they do that. It'll be really crazy to see. Yeah, exactly. If World War III happens, you better believe that AI is going to be involved. And I'm willing to bet those things, the super AIs, already exist. They're probably just slowly releasing the technology to the public at this point. They probably had it for a while. I had a cousin. She's super smart. And I haven't talked to her in quite a long time because I just haven't seen her in a long time. But she used to work at Area 51. But she would just say this. She's like, you wouldn't believe the things we actually have. That's all she would ever say. you could never pester her for anything else because obviously sworn to secrecy and all that, blah, 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 you know. You're considered a traitor if you ever even tell anything like that. But she did work there. And that's what she would say, is you wouldn't believe the things we actually have. Hopefully there's a Stargate program. Just saying. Yeah, she was. She was super smart. We were never really that close, which is probably why I haven't talked to her that much. She was like a second cousin, but when I did talk to her, it was fascinating. But she couldn't really say a lot, so it wasn't that fascinating. It's like, well, I don't know, Stanley. The AI is I've seen some pretty impressive things, and they've been winning a lot of art contests, so I don't know. What is a person but just a machine, you know? Our brains are just computers, and these computers that we're making just have more processing power. I wouldn't bet against it. Not with how fast I've seen technology grow in such a short period of time. Just in my lifetime. It's been wild. Yep. Honestly, I'm hoping they have a point where they can just transfer my brain into a computer. I'm down. Whatever. I can live in the Matrix. I'm happy to live forever like that. The older you get, the more you're like, you know, my back doesn't like this anymore. What if I didn't have to have backaches? I have a standing desk. I don't have as many backaches anymore. Get a standing desk. They're great. What was I working on? I just got lost in my thing here. You know, Sea Games, I have this working theory. I'd like to try. You know, I'd like to try living forever. If I get bored at some point, sure, whatever. That's fine. But, you know, I'd like people to have the option. That's true, Stanley. People do pay more for... Well, actually, is that true? Let me think about that, because when you think about it, there's plenty of magazines, newspapers, blogs, you know, news sites or whatever that pay for photos. So people do pay a lot for, on average, they probably pay more on average for pictures than they do for paintings. However, at the upper end, they pay more for paintings. On the other hand, someone sold was it like a half-eaten banana for like $100,000 because it was an art thing. So art people are weird. We don't even question it anymore. Oh no, it was a banana. It was an uneaten banana. That's what it was. And then the person paid $100,000 for it and then ate the banana. So the weirdest thing is like, what? Art people are strange. Who buys a banana as an art piece? Okay, that's irritating. Yeah, I need more energy. There needs to be a cooldown on that. If I put a weight, though, it would stop them from using an ability immediately. Yeah, that's kind of the thing there, is when you can train an AI to basically be anything, at some point it'll be really hard to tell. I mean, you can literally train the AI to make mistakes on purpose so it looks more human. You'll have a very hard time even telling it apart. So I don't know, like, it might be interesting to see if human-made stuff becomes more valuable, but I think a lot of the things that'll be more valuable that human-made will be things that are actually physical objects that are made by humans. Because the AI is going to have a hard time making those. And having them be a convincing fake. Whereas a digital one's a lot easier to fake. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still 3D printing. You can still fake a lot of things, but 3D printing still uses the same material every time. So handmade stuff can be a lot more creative than that. So I think a lot of the creatives will have to turn to stuff like Etsy and things. You know, those kinds of style of projects will become the more creative endeavor for a while. But digital art that'll just go the way of the dodo. Oh my god. We'll go back more to humans doing regular art. Well, once we have humanoid AI, like humanity is done for, and the reasoning for it's very simple. We already have a problem of birth rate issues where people don't connect with each other. So if we introduce humanoid AIs that can act as companions, people will stop pairing up and having children. We'll have to grow children in labs, or humanity just dies out. So that's going to be wild. We're going to be a lot like Japan, where they have waifus that are mostly just pictures and things and like body pillows and stuff. Except for it won't be that anymore. It'll just be your very own robot, basically. The future is just gonna be wild. I'm excited to see all this. I mean, it might be the end of humanity. Who knows? It's possible. Everyone thinks the world's gonna end, but we keep trucking along. So I have a running joke, gag that I do, where on Wikipedia there's a page, or there used to be, where it listed every single apocalypse predicted and the year it happened, and I have a working theory that for every time I survive an apocalypse, I gain 1 level. That seems fair. I mean, most people in games, they survive an apocalypse and they're like complete badasses, but I'm just only asking for 1 level. Okay. And then when I checked something like, I want to say like 10 plus years ago, I was like level 87 or something like that. Like I was already so badass that I was just like, I automatically survived the apocalypse at this point, because look at how many apocalypses I've survived. I'm just amazing, apparently. So far I'm liking my chances, I'd be surprised how many times the world was supposed to end. And like around the turn of the millennia, around 2000, oh my gosh, I think I went up like 20 levels in 1 year. I was really like, I was power level in there. It's crazy. So, and the good news is all of you are really high level too, because how many apocalypses we've survived since then? Like, who knows? So many. I haven't even looked. I wonder if the page is even there. I'm looking it up here. Oh, it is still here. Oh yes, it's beautiful. Everybody, I'll post the link here. Everyone go check your level. It's very important. You'd be surprised how often the world ends. I'll wake up in the morning, the world ended last night, but here I still am, just trucking along. It's pretty much good times. I think they might have cleaned it up a bit too. They had so many previously. Oh my gosh. There's still quite a few. Oh my gosh, there's still a lot. Yeah, I think they took a few of them off there. Good. Oh, cool. There's supposed to be a nuclear holocaust the year I was born. Nice. Yeah, they totally cut down the number of them, but still. I'm still like level 30 or 40. I'm just saying, even after they took out a whole bunch of them. They had, for a while though, they had every single crackpot one on there. It was great. I would just read up on all these supposed end of the world. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, nice. See? Just think about it. You survived 19 apocalypses. Those losers in most TV shows only ever, survive one. Yeah. How cool are you now at this point? Maybe this is like Skyrim, where these are like the legendary levels, where you go back to level 1, but you get to keep all your skill points. Yeah. That's why I have all these art skills and everything like that. While everyone else is putting them in guns and things like that. Nah, I just put them in random art things. But every time I survive an apocalypse, I get to go back to level 1 and keep all my things. So this is my very own half-minute hero, except for with apocalypse predictions. It's very exciting. I guess I just put a wait after each of these. It doesn't have to be a long wait, just so they can't spam it. I guess it's fine if they spam it, but it'd be kind of annoying. Yeah, lifetime hero. It's my very own isekai, really. He survived the apocalypse and went back to level 1 just to become a god. RPGMaker. Because that's exactly where anyone should spend all their skill points. Sure, why not? Could I have spent that on something useful? Yeah, sure, I could have, but that's no fun. Are you gonna give swimming lessons? Wow, that's like this outside world thing? That's weird. Anyway, I'll catch you later, Sea Games. And enjoy your outside world and swimming. And tell everyone how to, check their level. It's very important. Spread the word. Really takes away the fear of an apocalypse when you realize how many you've already made it through. Yeah. I still remember them predicting the world that would be flooded by now because, global warming. Do you know how many global warming predictions that are in there? Or the world's ending? Oh my god.
Don't even try.
It's like, I was expecting Waterworld by now.
Fire.
I watched that terrible movie. You think I would be, just so I could be prepared for it.
Fire. 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 Don't even try. I need more energy. Don't even try.
I guess.
I need more energy. Don't even try. I need more energy.
How did she get stuck in there?
Don't even try.
Huh.
Don't even try.
Whatever. It's a little less spammy. I could just put a generic weight on all of them. They'll actually have weights, so I really don't want to put a generic weight on all of them. I could do 1/3 of a second, I guess. Stops them from spamming it a little. There's a reason why I put a lot of these inside of my plugins. It's so much easier to just put like a quick little switch thing or something like that, or basically a trip or something like that. So it just trips it and makes it so that it only have to do the code once. A little more painstaking here, though. I might actually still move all this code into there because, I mean, there's no reason to have this code in these things. I could just literally have it, call the thing and do that. It'd be a lot easier to keep track of. But I don't want to do that right now. Because then the game will, optimizing the thing will take a long time and it doesn't really push towards releasing it. I'm fine with that on the spamming thing there. I get the feeling what's happening is for this one, is that the projectiles have an ID, they're adding themselves to the array, and they're not all removing themselves from the array. Let me double check that. That might be a thing. So the anti-bells fire this projectile. It follows projectile once. What does projectile 1 actually say? NPC 1. Down the rabbit hole we go. I just love this whole thing on YouTube where it's like these two numbers never match. Concurrent viewers 3, concurrent viewers 1. Which one is it, YouTube? Concurrent viewer 4? 1. Which one is it, YouTube? I'll never understand it. It's very bizarre. It'll also only count the number of views on the stream afterwards. When clicking on some of the screens and other screens, it'll actually have every single view that the stream got. It'll be like, oh, the stream's only had 4 views. Yeah, but when it was live, it had 50. Like, make up your mind, YouTube. But sometimes it'll list 54, sometimes it'll list 4. Back end of YouTube is weird. I think that's what I'm trying to say. What was I doing? All right. The NPC 1. No, sorry, page 1. Because the whole plugin's called NPC. This random collection of a bajillion lines of code. Now, 1,800 some odd lines of code runs all my events, for the most part, with the exception of move commands. It doesn't do those. It pushes to 194. And then page 1. I just want to see if the two actually, if over time they sit there and just fail to pull themselves out of the thing. How do they destroy themselves? So it goes to D, so spawn table NPC 3. Thankfully I standardized my stuff, so they all tend to run through the same handful of things, makes it easy. NPC too far is a thing, I'll need to check that in a second, but object damaged for that. Okay. Anyway, object damaged. Just runs a destroy for it. I mean, it's just a projectile. It's not like the projectiles have health. And then too far. Oh, wait, it was too far up there? No. It doesn't even have a little tag above it. That makes me sad. Oh, it just says too far to true, and then if too far is true, it does something. What does it do with too far is true? Okay, yeah. All it does is just run the destroyed, so it should actually just be the same thing for both. Nice. Okay, well, let's have them shoot me a lot and see how that goes. Oh, wait. Before we do that, I'm going to save myself having to unlock abilities. Because it seems stupid to have to continuously do this every time. I found that in testing. I was literally just unlocking all the abilities repeatedly and often. It's like, ugh, really? Really? Why would I do this? It seems like the only thing that could possibly cause that to happen, though, since the attic blocks, every time they're re-added back in, they'll take the most, the lowest possible event that's available. And I delete the ones that are not being used anymore so that I don't have too many events in the array. Unlike everybody else who just keeps adding to the array and then it causes RM to eventually lag out. The things I do to make this engine do things that it shouldn't be able to. Oh, that's right, I need them to just fire a lot, so just go nuts. Well, we really cut down on the sound pollution with my new sound thingy. The ghetto sound attenuation works very well. Let me go ahead and open this up real fast. It's just sitting at 1. I don't see it having any extras, so I'm not sure how it could have caused that effect there. Wait a minute. What dis? Oh, okay, just added the 18 to there. That's fair. Sure. Alright. The array looks like it's behaving, so maybe it's just a problem that is not a... It was just a random who knows what happened. Actually, let me do this. These add to the array too. 21 and 6 are still there. Not cleaned itself back out. Right back down to there, yeah. I don't think it's a problem. If it is a problem, then maybe I'll encounter it later, but looks like it's just not a thing. Fair enough for me. It works for me. 194 was where it was at, so... I guess I could have just run a search for a console log. That also would have done it. I could have sworn that was a problem, but I don't see it happening, so... I'll let players test it and see how it goes. Perhaps they'll find something. Now let's delete that. Don't need that. And somewhere the upgrades are. I probably should include that. Otherwise they're going to have to just guess how to do everything. I realize instructions are not very clear. Oh, I was going to change the pop it slowed thingy as well. What's it sound like? Oh, you did it. Cool. Having your shield. That's kind of the downside of working on sound, is the thing I have that plays the music is also the thing that plays the random sounds. I guess I need a second sound thingy. Then I could have the music playing while doing the sounds. I guess I'm fine with that, actually, so that's perfectly good. Okay, so... I guess I make a new particle for that. Bring that up real fast. I guess technically it wouldn't really matter. Maybe I don't need a new particle, because it just makes a little pool on there, so what I actually probably need is just some sort of weird cold looking thing. I already have a fog particle. I'm trying to think of what I want the actual effect to look like, but it could just be a weird little fog that's like just a blue fog. Only much smaller, of course, because that's huge. How far does it trigger off of, I guess, is the question. This NPC2 and spawn table pool, enemy type 0. Doesn't run NPC1, does it? It does. Of course it does. Everything has to run through those few pages. It makes it easier. Set up object pool. I mostly just want to know how far the pool hits, so that's pretty much all that really matters to me. These are pools, but I don't care about the status. For the player one, I care about this. So it's 100 from it? Okay. That makes the radius 100, so we'll make the radius like 60 so it looks a little better. That's so long. They probably need to be around that long. I guess the scale set to huge. Scale probably should just be 1. Actually, I could make it scale up a little. Oftentimes it's just experimenting with things that look kind of good for just spinning them in circles or whatever. It doesn't usually have a lot of complexity to it, you know? It gives it more of a weird little flecked effect there. That's nice. So it's a little bit better, I think. I'm gonna try that. Let's see. Meaning that one's slow pool. Let me copy it over here. Oh, it's a particle, not a picture. And then we just go ahead and dump this in here. That one, and don't write it like that. That would be dumb. Write it like this. I kept the name the same, so that should be fine. And then, what effect did I put on pop-it when you're actually slowed? Oh. Okay, so let's see. Look what slow looks like. Do a bit of tweaking because I want it to be elemental and not use weird little hourglasses. Oh. Okay, so it's just a circle that appears around her. That's fair. I can get behind that. Oops, actually one of the stars one, not that. I guess this is okay. It's very similar to the other one. Is there any point in changing the color at that point? Not really. I could just replace it with fog blue instead of the other thing there and it'd be close enough. Fair enough. Alright. Huh. Tonight is a better viewing night apparently. Already up to 30 views. Last night I think it was like I think only like 24 total views. I had like multiple concurrents. At one point I had like 5 concurrents, but there was just not many new people viewing it. I would say it's like the day of the week, but I've had that day of the week. Thursday was the biggest stream I ever had was on a Thursday. I don't know. I think it's just, does the YouTube gods smile upon you this day, or do they not? If they do smile upon you, they will bless you with the, you know, the blessed views. Yes. They will bestow upon you the blessed views and raise you up from amongst the plebs to the higher echelons. Well, I guess not really higher echelons, but, you know, they'll send people my way. Kind of like the higher echelons. So let's test this, I guess. This is only because I had a sound effect for pop it like freezing, and I didn't really have any other kind of sound effect for being slowed, so it seemed like it would make more sense than I couldn't find anything for time or anything like that. And if there was some way to make her talk slowly, I guess. I don't know. I got nothing.
I sense danger.
Oh, I still need to work on this fire thing.
Fire, fire, fire.
Or make it quieter. I can just make it quieter. I think I'm going to make that change right now while I'm thinking about it, or I'll forget. I added a way to modify the sound. For my sound attenuation. But of course the problem with the player things is they're all going to be...
Don't even try.
Okay, so here's a problem here. The slow effect doesn't show up.
Try.
Like it should be in the HUD. And yet it's not there. Oh, maybe because it needs this thing called a display condition. How do I have this other one set up? Let's double check here. None of them have a display condition, but the things that should have a display condition are actually the things below it, right? So... Darkness is on. Load is on? Wait. Okay. Wait, what's the variable in this one? 68. Did it show up and I just didn't notice it? Maybe that's it. I was expecting to be on the other side, I think. Tom, you set something up so long ago that I don't even remember exactly what it was doing. Let me go check. I might have just been looking in the wrong direction. Silly me. Oh, looks like they wandered off. Who can even tell though with YouTube? Sometimes they're like, oh, no one's here, and then there's people chatting. Sometimes like there's people here, and then there'll be no one here, or it'll say there's no one viewing, or it'll say there's people viewing, but there's no one here. It's weird. Don't question it. Do not question the YouTube gods.
I sense danger. Fire, 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 fire.
That's still really loud. Loud indeed. Where I initially made it really quiet. I think it was originally 20 to start with. Yeah, this stream surprisingly had a lot of views early on. I'm really trying to check and see what the best time is to stream. Like, ideally, I wish I could stream later than I'm streaming.
Try.
I'd rather get up earlier in the morning and stream because I want basically an 8-hour window where I could sleep. Oh, let me get hit by this. Oh, it's totally there.
Don't even try.
I actually think I like that better. Plus, I don't have to use the word hourglass. Of course, I don't have the hourglass up there, but that's fine. One of the things I can do is just take a picture of this and turn that into my icon. Got my logo for this, or for the thumbnail. I really do think the secret is just to have an attractive female in your logo, or in your thumbnail. Close up on them usually works the best. How big do I need this to be? How big is the hourglass? The things are huge if memory serves. $160. Huh. Didn't I have a darkness one that was like a better shape? I wonder if I should go with a better shape entirely. Oh, they're not in any kind of order. Excellent. Way better when they're not in any kind of order. I think that one worked out better though. I don't really like this concept here. I think I might just leave it as the hourglass for now. It doesn't match the effect anymore though. I guess I'll see how it looks. Find I'm unimpressed with both. But we do what we can. So we'll do inner glow. I don't think any reason to really stroke this or not. Or drop a shadow on it. So maybe let's do this. I'll do all the moving through file thingies off the thing. Just in case, you never know what personal information could be lurking somewhere. I definitely don't screen-proof my computer, and chat left unattended can be used to do terrible things, so one must be careful. A bit frozen, I guess. And then make the change here. It gets the job done, though. These ones are easier to see, I think. Eh. I think I'll just stick with the other. I was like, maybe I'll make something, but nah. Just the actual effect, I think, looks better with the black on there. That's done. I think it'll tell you the hints when you're in the levels, right? And you talk to Tinka then. I can also display the quest thingies on the screen. We can put all the status effects on one side. Nobody's in the center. And I have a quest list over here. Might be better. You get a lot more space available too. Let's create a new group. Quests. Quests will go up here in the corner here. And I'll go into the player thing. And then let's start these up here. Borrow a few of these. Or all of them. Just put this at the bottom, I guess. Right down here. Quests. Left a lot of empty spaces for stuff I wanted to put in there, but quests. Let's call this quest 1. So 344 through 348. I don't think I'm gonna have more than 5 quests, but I'll just set it up for up to 5 quests at once. Or more than 5 quests at once, you know, in general. I don't think I'll have that many for the player, but you know, whatever. I think I might be early into a stream tonight. I won't even mind. Like, is the 6th stream of the week? First of all, I'm never doing 6 streams again unless there's a special occasion. I tested out on Sunday just to see how it was, but I underestimated just how many hours I would stream some nights. It just completely wrecked me. Especially after having an upper endoscopy on the Friday beforehand. So I was still like, ugh, from that, and I was still streaming. And I don't think I felt good until like the next Monday or Tuesday. I just had an upset stomach the whole time. But I mean, they do cram a tube down your throat all the way into your stomach and everything like that, and take biopsies and things like that. Everything came out clean, by the way. So, you know, I'm not dying of that at least. Probably dying of all this monitor radiation, though. Let's make a quest engine. Yeah, quest engine. Where am I going to put it under? I guess I can put it under the map stuff, I guess. This is kind of a map story builder. Quest engine. Alright, so... I'll run a comment on the quest engine right here. And then we'll put a slight weight after that just for funsies. I think Map Builder actually has the stuff set up already, so I don't have to figure out too much. Same system, area variables, right? Area setup 224 and 92. Let's see, so area setup says what? Also, I can learn to spell. It's literally at the top. I'm smart. So type and game type here. So game type is story or not. Okay, and then type is the actual name of the location. And right down here, I'm setting the current location. So we'll do 234. Do I even need a whole event? I'm going to put it over here just so I don't have to find things like that, but... This has got a switch with a bunch of attics in it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Actually, no, this has all the things. Let's just grab this one here and do a copy of that. I'll have to delete 90% of the stuff, but I get to save a lot of writing, so there's that too. Wait a minute. No. No, maybe this should be in story. Story usually handles all the writing. I can put the writing over there and then put the quest engine in here. No, I feel like the quest engine should actually be living in the other one. Never mind. It just feels wrong to have it here. But it feels wrong, I mean, I just think it's just organized poorly. Ah yes, this entire method I previously had here. Technically, I could actually just display the stuff using my own thingy. Eh. Actually, first number. Possible options here. Empty. It's empty. Shardo and empty. Those people who have seen in that old Eddie Murphy movie, Golden Child. Shardo and Numser. Okay, so we do that if it's finished. Else, I'm just leaving all this other stuff here because I might recycle stuff there in a bit, but maybe not. Actually, I do have a use for a switch. Not this particular switch, but a switch is fine. I don't know if I use a message here, but maybe message is equal to something. Introvert this one. Quick little format. Boom. Make it all pretty. Oh, 33 minutes if no one's watching. I'm heading out. Yeah. Not that I don't enjoy streaming, I really do, but day 6, probably like 30 plus hours, maybe even closer to 40 hours of streaming. No, was it, how many was it? There was some 5 and 7 hour days in there, so it might have been 1 or 2 3s. I'm probably approaching 30 hours, almost certainly. 40 hours of regular work a week too, and oh, good 70-hour work week is rough, especially with a broken sleep schedule. I can't say I approve of the broken sleep schedule. I like everything else, but that part sucks. Oh, someone responded back. Okay, so for this, I don't actually need anything other than just the names, right? Though I don't think I even need things like title and stuff, but I'm just going to leave every name a place because why not? I need to clean this system up in general. Really, the ones I actually am truly looking for are attic. These ones here. Just cheat and do that. Get rid of all this extra crap. Yeah, I was going to originally have little boss areas, and I just have the bosses in the areas. It's easier than having specialized areas. My feet are starting to kill me from this standing desk here. Maybe I'll switch it real fast to the sitting position. Alright, now that I'm in sitting position, we can have the exciting music. Okay, so what the quest going to be? Oh, this is just going to be complicated however you look at it. Find and locate. That's the beautiful. They're just duplicate things there. Oh, nice spelling there. Yeah, I think it's actually easier to just do it this way. Hey, Fearless, how's it going? It's this one. Close this and open it again so it actually shows the thing. You're just in time to see me write a quest system because I didn't have one, and yeah. Oh, more blue fries. Got it. Sounds about right. I should probably turn the thing on so you can actually spam the thing really high. Let's see. Full screen one. No, giant chat. There we go. Transition. There we go. Now you can spam it all the way to the top. Admittedly, I don't think it shows the emoji in that, though. Much to my sadness. Wonder why it doesn't. Huh. I'll have to look at that at some point. You can also get bots and all kinds of weird, you know, games and everything for these streams. Using Streamlabs. I need to look into that too. Maybe I'll do that on the on a day I'm not streaming. Alright, Moss one. Yep. Feel free to spam away. Just go ahead and fill the spam thingy as much as you like. Go nuts. It goes all the way off the screen now, so I fully expect it to get to the top there. Clearing away pretty quick there. You have to go faster than that. Oh, what's this slow, you know, spamming thing here? You do better than that. Wow. Some people. I wonder if I can actually make them last longer. I'm sure I can. Chat box. Do a quick edit of the chat box and hide delay. So the chat thing where it hides them after 40 seconds or something like that. Oh, hey Taka, how's it going? You play this game, you're gonna go all full speed, you know, full speed power mode on. Fair enough. I'm down for that. Have I not saved the other game? Okay. Maybe I forgot to save, and thus it won't show up in the other thing. One moment. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go. Now it says quest 1. Wait a minute. Why don't I just copy the code from this? Should I go copy it from one of these ones? Copy condition. I'll just drag it right on over to here. Better idea. Why is the chat thingy not showing up now? What in the world? I have broken it. No. All I did was change this delay thingy on it so that it would show up faster. I'm gonna stay longer, I mean. I don't see it at all. Or maybe it just showed up when I wasn't looking. There you go, that's probably it. Alright, anyway. Wait, why did I put this as the thing? No, I do want quest 1 to show up like that, right? So... and the code is... just a variable. Okay, I don't want to say 1, 2, 3. That's ridiculous. Read that then it can actually does? Okay, that's weird. Sure, whatever. I should have a new group, right? Oh. Okay. Quest 2. Might need some additional space between them. How long is these quests gonna even be? No, actually. Then quest 3 here. So much of coding is just duplicating things. It's very awkward. That's okay though. It briefly spiked to 3 people and then no people. Well, I guess I should be happy for volatility because that means, you know, if there's volatility, it means that there's people actually watching the stream. I'll do 3 quests right now just to test it. I'm not too worried about having all of them set up. I only need a few to really test. This particular program is so good. It's actually better than RPGMaker itself. I could put these along the side. I'll be able to get rid of this tarot thing because it'll appear as a quest and no longer necessary there. Maybe I'll just get coins. Maybe having the doll parts since the thing isn't all that cool. Coins are easier to understand anyway. And there could be little coins around there and everything that they collect. That would be pretty funny because, you know, Pop, it's really not that big. At about 1/3 of a meter, a penny to her would be pretty large. Like, she could roll that thing around. I mean, it wouldn't be like, you know, a huge boulder or anything, but it'd be kind of like a soccer ball to her, basically. Or I guess football for the international people. Anyway. So, story 1 here. Where, oh where? Right here. Not that. Nope. Okay, the word quest appears a lot. Oh. Duh, it's called Pop Quest. Of course it's got the word quest everywhere. Stupid. Oh, I was looking for what the tarot thing was, and I started writing all that instead. So for this thing here, 84. $85. Let me grab this here. And we dump this over here. Sure. Doesn't really matter too much. And then the rest of this I don't even need. Though I do need the ending brace. Extra, I need that. So I'll do that. I have no idea how this is going to look. The first version will obviously be broken mess. But that's okay. I don't care. Hours and 46 minutes. 14 more minutes. If no one's around, I will head out. Like I say, tonight I might not even mind. Normally I would like to just stream all night, but let's see. So I guess I don't really need a quest engine necessarily. $234 was the area one, right? Pretty certain. It also would like a quest number. In this case, we're going to do quest 1 right there. It also wants... I don't really need a progress, do I? I don't think I do. Alright, so we'll do that, and then... I may put finished messages too. Sure. Just so I don't have to type in finished if I don't want to. It's not gonna make quest engine. That seems ridiculous when it's already just in there. WinCon would handle this, right? DM has WinCon on it. Wait, 2 is the boss here. And I could do a stage for it. Alright, true. I might be changing this in a second, actually. And then for the quest NPCs. Oh, for number 1, let's see if remove that. And then for the Teddy, for Boozeberry, request NPCs like way down here. Well, you know, 2 is actually the 3 is the one I should have been doing in here. Do 3. And then 2 is the one that goes in here. All right, after that long process, I think everything should work. At least every stream is getting watch time now. I mean, not all of them are getting the full watch time of the stream, but they're all getting watch time. That's nice. Making a quest system.
I sense danger.
Alright, what happened? There's no restrictor on these. Oh, missing part of the code. Finish my code here. I'm smart. The code I need at the very end of this is... right in here, because... yeah. I just set it to message. Also, I should save this one. Oh well. When you write that complicated of a system, the odds that it works with the first click without making any kind of weird error somewhere in there, pretty low. Thankfully the errors are mostly just, you know, little dumb things. You have to do a lot of adjusting of it, but that's okay. About 6 more minutes and then I'm heading out. No one's watching.
You ready? I sense danger.
No message, huh? Oh. Yeah, I'm just getting ahead of myself, I think. The code's just not where it needs to be here. They're all still empty because I never told it quest number. I'll do 0 just in case. This way you can't accidentally do something like that. Got all of them again here. 344 to 348. Slowly but surely, I sit there and mess with this and get it perfect. This will go a long way to providing what the explanation is to do here, because otherwise there just isn't one, and it's kind of like, ugh, what am I doing here? Making bad decisions.
You ready? I sense danger.
Okay, well, that is not what we're aiming for here at all. So, first things first. Oh, never mind. It's dumb. Don't do that way. Well, 200 is way too small. I think it only does one line, though. Oh, it does it like right then and there. Oh, it's so convenient. What if I just don't have them in a single line? I mean, like, there's no reason to not have them in a single line. They can do whatever they want. Let's not get too crazy with this. Ooh.
Are you ready? I sense danger.
I don't need that, but I don't really care about that. Let's do a quick test on these. This is kind of in the way, but
Take cover. Don't even try. Take cover.
Gooseberry's right about this. Let's see if we can lead him to safety.
Take cover. Don't even try. I wonder where I can find that. You're welcome.
Everything went all foobarred at this point. What happened to those variables? Oh, that, maybe this. So Finish didn't set it. That's because this. All right, one more test. Definitely a lot of fluctuations on people. I got up to 5 at a couple points here, so that says something. That's a big number for, well, me. This will probably be the last test I do tonight.
You ready?
Oh, nope. 2 in. I don't know, maybe this quest system will work finally. Who knows?
I sense danger.
Good work, though.
Don't even try.
It didn't update. That updated.
Don't even try.
It did remove it. That's something.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
Okay, so that removes that there. All those work.
Don't even try.
Got a bit of an error with this though, like it messes up the ghost mode here. Why did it do that? How did it do that? And I can't even turn it off now. Interesting. What happened the last time the boss was killed too? Now that'll be something to figure out eventually here. Who knows when.
I wonder where I can find that.
We're doing 60 FPS, so.
You're welcome.
Cool. Anyway, the quest system at least works, and that's good enough for me tonight. I don't know why I broke the other boss out. Let's figure that out. Whatever. Since it's my 6th day of streaming in this week, and there's no one currently watching, I'm gonna head out. I'll be back pretty much in a couple days. Usual time, 2 a.m. Pacific. Pretty much 2 a.m. Monday, 2 a.m. Pacific, something like that. But I guess it actually is. Does it count as Tuesday? I think it actually counts as Tuesday, doesn't it? I don't know. It all blends together. Anyway, I'll be back in 2 days. Very simple here. But I will catch everyone later. Have a wonderful night, morning, evening, or whatever. Visionary Villain signing out. Later.